Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with Screenwriter's Rant on Fortress. And this is a new Bruce Willis movie. Man, he's just cranking them out, isn't he? He's still making movies. God bless him, Bruce Willis and his bald little head. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books. Links in the description. The Pineys horror comedy in South Jersey, because it's awesome. And you can support the channel, and Little Joan gets treats. She got a treat in my other videos. I did a Hollywoke hot take and a news blast. You can see them on Bitchute and Rumble because, you know, YouTube. Anywho, Bruce Willis doing the Bruce Willis thing. He's a tough guy, and he lives in, I don't know, he lives somewhere in a tropical paradise where he's in a gated community that's already kind of a fortress. And I thought that, because the movie's called Fortress, and I thought, okay, he lives in a fortress for some reason. Maybe it's a dystopian world or whatever. And his son comes to visit him, but that's not the fortress. There's another fortress within the fortress. There it is right there. And bad guys are coming to kill Bruce Willis. And he's planned for this his whole life, I guess, because some international criminal wants to kill him. And I don't think his son knows that Bruce Willis was, I don't know what he was. I assume an ex-cop, an ex-CIA guy. You know, he's Bruce Willis. He's going to play one of those. Pick the one you want. I'm thinking it's ex-CIA or DEA. And Sharon Doherty's in it as the woman back at headquarters. And then this crazy guy in the vest, this guy here, he plays the bad guy. He's all right. He's doing a decent job. And then you got this hot chick who does all the fighting, and the guy who plays his son, yeah, here's the bad guy. The guy who plays his son is not meant to be like the action hero. He's just like there. He's just visiting his dad, and he sort of gets caught up in it. He's sort of the everyman that probably the main character that we're going to all relate to. And then he probably falls in love with this hottie, and she is smoking hot and has some moves. And then this guy is like, I guess he's the bad guy's assistant or henchman, and they just killed tons and tons of people. It's an 80s movie. It's an 80s movie made today. You know, lots of cops are killed. Here she is looking like Lara Croft in a nice tight top. It's called Fortress, and it's out December 17th. There's only one place to hide. This is so 80s. I'm loving it. Yeah, it's Bruce Willis doing his thing. This is like a real Bruce Willis movie. Sometimes he's in movies and it's just kind of like he's second banana, or he's the old guy, but he's not the main guy. Here he's kind of the main guy. Not really, because he can't. He's too old to be the main leading man. Really, his son's going to be the leading guy, but really it's more like a co-starring thing. So it's going to be a father-son thing where Bruce Willis is like the guy who causes all the problems, and his son is the one trying to catch up and help him. And then a bunch of other characters around him, you know, are going to make it, it's going to balance it out so it's more realistic. Now, if Bruce was like 40 again, it would just be Bruce, right? It would all be Bruce killing guys all by himself, because he wouldn't need all these other people around him. But now he's old enough that, yeah, we got to have a son character so he could do some of the scenes and take the weight off of Bruce, who's just going to spend half the movie tied to a chair getting his face punched in. Not really, but, you know. But it looks good. And different. What's different about this movie, in a lot of other trailers I've seen Bruce in, he actually looks like he's having a good time in this. And that's rare for him. He usually looks like, in some of the movies where he's not necessarily the main guy, not having as fun of a time as normal. You know what I mean? Like, this looks like Bruce saying, oh yeah, this is my movie. I like this movie. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good experience. It looks like a decent budget, a big cast, big body count, hot chicks. What else you need? So first act, I would imagine his son comes to the island to visit his dad. There he is there. Hey, Dad, how you doing? Oh, I'm fine. You know, just living a normal life. Not that international criminals are coming to kill us or anything. What? Oh, don't worry about that. Hey, let's have a steak. And then, you know, at some point, these guys roll in and start killing people, and there's like an alarm because Bruce is always ready, and they have to go inside the fortress. right? So they go inside the fortress, a bunch of people get killed, and then it's revealed, oh yeah, my dad used to be in the CIA, and he used to do all this crazy spy stuff, and then this guy is an old enemy, he's come to kill him, or maybe he killed his dad, or whatever. And so the second act is the cat and mouse game, right? I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. So at some point, it looks like they capture Bruce, and then his son has to rescue him. So that seems to be the twist, which leads you to believe if the whole point of the movie is the bad guy's after Bruce, why didn't he just kill Bruce the moment he catches him? But, you know, it's a movie. So there's a big sort of back and forth on that, and then the third act is the son probably coming into his own to save his dad, along with the super hot chick with the tight top. Let's see if I can find Shannon Doherty. Can't find her. It's a big computer scene, I guess. Here's the hot chick over here, and they got some other hot chicks too. And Shannon's no slouch. She's pretty cute. Yeah, there she is. There's no body shot. Oh wait, maybe here. She fights this guy. Yeah, there she goes. Goes down in the water, of course, because we got to see the shirt wet. But Bruce getting his face beat up. This is what makes Bruce, you know, sort of the everyman hero. You know, he's always getting his face punched in. This is what I liked about James Gardner. If you remember him, he would always be, you know, the Rockford Files guy. He would always be a guy who would get his face punched in and bloodied all the time. You know, wouldn't end the movie like with his hair perfectly cropped and, you know, his face unscarred. It would be a battle. And I think that's why I like Bruce Willis. So, Fortress, coming December 17th. I would watch this. Sure. I'd even go to a movie theater. This would be a fun theater movie, right? You're cheering Bruce. Yeah! Blow up that dude. Yeah, kill him. And it's going to have a happy ending, right? Third act. It's going to end with Bruce and his son saving everybody, and the international criminal, I don't know, he falls in the helicopter blades, let's say. So yeah, good on you guys. Maybe we're getting movies back. Maybe if this movie has any oomph behind it, if they're too busy promoting the Eternals, I guess. So that's it for Fortress. Joan and I will see you in the next video. Join us on Bitchute and Rumble.